Hey, Tap Brothers here, and today we're going to be learning the round off.
Now, the round off is a simple move, but it's crucial for going into higher flips or tumbling passes. And by using this move, you can actually get twice as much height and twice as much power into your flips, other than trying to just stand and jump into it or run normally and try to go into a backflip. This is the move that will enable you to smoothly go into that, and it's using a technique called blocking, which we'll talk about more later. Now, it's important that we learn this move right, because I see a lot of people and they do it wrong, and when you do it wrong, it takes away a lot of power. So your technique has to be spot on to get the most out of it. Now, in this video, we're just going to be talking about the technique, but in our Parkour Academy, and you can check it out in a link below in the description, we go into more detail over some of the techniques and we show drills and workouts. But for this one, I just want to show you the technique so you can go ahead and start trying it today. Alright, so with the round off, you're not going to be doing like a set jump per se. We're going to be using our body structure and technique to get a lot of height plus the speed. So a good thing to think about while you're doing this is you want your body to be straight pretty much the whole way through. And your arms are going to be straight to your side. Now, this may seem weird, but as you get speed and use the right technique, this is going to get way higher than trying to run and jump like usual. So what we're going to do is first figure out which side you like to go to. I like to cartwheel to my left side, and usually whichever way you like to cartwheel is the way that you're going to want to round off. So I like to put my left hand down first and my left leg in front. That's how I go into it. So for you, if you want to do the opposite, you just do the opposite. So figure that out right now. Figure out which side is more comfortable for you first before you start letting go. Alright, now that you know which side you need to go to, we're going to get a feeling for the actual movement. So again, since I'm on my left, I'm going to lunge forward with my left leg. So I'm going to lean forward. The arms are going to be, again, straight and even with the rest of the body. So you want to imagine that your heel is connected to your toes. And your whole body is going to be straight no matter which angle you go. And so what we're going to do is we're going to keep our arms up high, and all we're going to do is just go into a basic like mini handstand from here. So we're going to lunge forward, keep the body straight, come back down, and keep those arms straight. You just get a good little progression technique. And then as we go into it, we're going to reach forward. So you're not going to bend down. You're going to make sure to keep your arms next to your ears, and this will ensure that you go the right distance. Alright, now we're going to go into the part that most people have the biggest trouble with, and that is the hand placement and the actual twisting of the body to go into the round off. So an easy way to think about this is you want to think of you're going into a sideways handstand as you're going into the handstand, and then twisting as you're coming back down, the rest of the way. So what we're going to do is, and how we do that is we're going to keep our body straight, but we're going to be twisting with our hands as we plant them down. So from before, we were just going straight. Now we're going to twist the hands and stack them on each other, but we're still going to keep this good integrity with the body. So we'll lean forward like we were before, and as we plant down with our left hand first, and now remember, we want to imagine that we're going on a straight line, so we want everything to be on a straight line this whole way through. That way we keep our power and stuff consistent, and we're keeping it really streamlined. So what we're doing, lean forward, twist your left hand if you're going left side towards away from you. So this way, the weight you're going to be turning, you're going to plant that down, and then the second hand, remember we're going to be like this the whole time, but as the second hand comes down, it's going to twist a little bit more. So as we go here, we're going handstand, and then we're twisting a little more as we follow up. Now it's a little bit harder to do it slow, but we'll do it again. So here, arms straight, twist, hand plant. So basically you're going to be forming almost like a T-like position with your hands. So you start off with the left one that goes away from you like that, and the second one comes up behind, like so. And when you do that, it's going to automatically twist your body to go in the right position. So this hand, sideways handstand, and then twisting the rest of the way as your legs come together and meet, and coming back down in this position. Now here's another technique that a lot of people don't really talk about, and that is when you're doing the round off. I see a lot of people, when they're messing up, it's usually because their back leg or their back legs are guiding them not in a straight line. So they're kicking off to the side, or they're kicking off one way. So you really want to be aware of this back leg that's kicking you over, and you want to imagine it kicking straight over the whole time. This really helped me a lot. So if you're here, instead of going, kicking off to the side, really focus on getting that back leg to go straight. Alright, so we went over the twist and we went over the turn in the air. So as we land, when we're first getting this move down, we're not going to be trying to rebound or punch initially. What we're going to start off by doing is just landing. So we're going to be absorbing with our legs. So as we land, we're just going to bend with our legs and just take the landing. Because as we're first learning, things are going to be off. We're not going to have the technique down. So it's just safer and easier to just land like this. Now as we progress and we get better with this move, we're going to start to do blocking and rebounding. That's where instead of bending the legs, we're going to keep our legs basically straight, and we're mainly going to be using the momentum and speed to get the jump and our angle of our body. So as we come out of it, over here, and keeping the arms straight by your ears, you're going to be lifting them up as high as you can and keeping the legs straight and getting a nice bounce here. But we don't want to start doing that until after we get the basic move down first. So that's the basic technique for the round up. Now some other things to talk about as we get more speed and as we get it down, the distance between where we take off, where we plant our hands, and where we land, it's going to be the same distance apart. That's how we know we're doing it right. So between each of those points, the distance is going to be the same because our body should be straight and we should be keeping the same speed the whole way through. Alright, so now that we have the technique down for the round off, let's start to get a run into it so we can get more speed. Now, right now we're just going to start by jogging, but you can start to really sprint and get more power later on. Now as we run and jog into it, we're going to jump off and do a little skip step, that's what I like to call it. So we're going to be here, and it's going to be the same foot that you're going to be starting the round off with. So you're going to jog, jump off your right foot if you're going to the left like I am, and land back on that right foot to go into it. Now this jump's going to be really low to the ground. It's mainly just a setup for the move. So here, here, and into it. So that's the round up. Again, it's a simple move, but really crucial to get the right technique. And remember to keep the arms straight up by the ears the whole way through. Keep that good distance in between each one. Turn the hands, make that T position, and we're going to stay on a straight line the whole way through. So go try this at your local gym or outside on some soft grass. And remember, this is just the technique. If you're still having trouble, or you want to learn the specific exercises and the workouts to help build this move better, then check out our Parkour Academy. This is where we go into more detail over the more advanced techniques and show workouts and things that go along with it. So, like always, train safe, and I'll talk to you soon.